Hello students, today we are going to study superposition theorem. The statement of superposition theorem is the current through or voltage across an element in a bilateral network equal to the algebraic sum of currents or voltages produced independently by each source. What does it mean? We can find the current through an element or the voltage across that element if we consider individual sources and find the current through same element for individual source or voltage across individual element, then we will get the desired result. To understand this concept properly, let's see some problems related to it. Our first problem is to find the value of current through 10 ohm resistance. This is the circuit diagram for this case. In this diagram we have two sources. One is a voltage source of 2 volt and second one is a current source of 4 ampere. For solving this type of question, we will consider one source active at a time. At the same time all other sources will be inactive. So our rearranged diagram for the particular case 1 where S1 is active and S2 is inactive. Our S1 is source 1 having value 2 volt and S2 is source 2 having value 4 ampere. When the current source is inactive, it will be considered as open circuit, so that branch is removed. Whenever we are going to consider a voltage source as inactive, then it will be short circuited. That will be our case 2. In case 1, this will be our diagram. We have to find current through 10 ohm, so we will name it as I dash. For this particular case, I dash is equal to I1 minus I2. So first we will write down the equation for I dash as I1 minus I2. Then by using KVL, we can find out current of I1 and I2. So when we apply KVL to loop 1, our equation will be minus 11 I1 plus 10 I2 is equal to minus 2. When we apply KVL to loop 2, our equation will be 10 I1 minus 35 I2 is equal to 0, which is equation number 2. When we solve both the equations simultaneously, we will get the result for I1 as 0.25 ampere and I2 as 0.07 ampere. Our I dash is I1 minus I2, so we will put this value to get the result for I1 I dash as 0.18 ampere. As you can see, I have shown the direction of current for that particular branch. In this branch, current I dash is going downwards. This is necessary because it may change according to the sources. So for case 2, our second source will be active and first source will be inactive. That means current source is active and voltage source is inactive. Here the current flowing through 10 ohm will be I double dash, and the equation for I double dash will be I1 minus I2. We will apply KVL to find out current through 10 ohm. Then when we apply KVL to loop 1, our equation will be minus 11 I1 plus 10 I2 plus 0 I3 is equal to 0. For loop 2 and loop 3, there is a common current source branch. So this is a case of super mesh, and the equation of super mesh is minus I2 plus I3 is equal to 4, because direction of I2 is opposite to the direction of current source, whereas direction of I3 is same to the direction of current source. So our generalized equation will be 0 I1 minus I2 plus I3 is equal to 4. After that we will apply KVL to super mesh by ignoring this branch. We will consider KVL for this part. This will be our super mesh. So equation will be 10 I1 minus 15 I2 minus 15 I3 is equal to 0. This will be our equation number 3. After getting 3 equations, we will simplify them to get the answer for I1, I2 and I3. The I1 will be minus 2.61 ampere, I2 is minus 2.87 ampere and I3 is 1.13 ampere. We require I1 minus I2, so I double dash is minus 2.61 minus of minus 2.87, value is 0.26 ampere. After getting individual individual current values for the individual sources, we will use the superposition theorem principle to find the actual value of current through 10 ohm, which is I dash plus I double dash. Both currents are flowing in downward direction, so their addition will be done, that is 0.18 plus 0.26. Our answer will be 0.44 ampere. Let's see few more examples related to this topic. In the next question, we have to find current through 5 ohm resistor. This is the circuit diagram where we have to find out current through 5 ohm resistance. Here we have three sources, source 1 as 6 ampere, source 2 as 10 volt, and source 3 as 2 ampere. So there will be three cases, and we have to add all the currents to get the desired answer. Let's see with case 1, the rearrangement will be S1 active, S2, S3 inactive. So this will be our circuit diagram. In this circuit diagram, we have to find current through 5 ohm, so we will name it as I dash. First, we will simplify this circuit because there are no other sources and these resistances can be made series and parallel. So their equivalent will be 6 plus 3 plus 4. These three resistances are series and their series combination will come in parallel with 10. So R equivalent will be 6 plus 3 plus 4 parallel 10, that is 13 parallel 10. And its answer will be 5.65 ohm. When we rearrange this circuit, our new circuit diagram will appear like this. Here you can see this current source is in parallel with this branch and this branch. So we can apply current division rule to find current through 5 ohm. So I dash will be equal to, by CDR, I dash will be equal to opposite branch resistor, that is these three resistances, into total current, that is 6 ampere, divided by addition of these 4. Since 3 ohm is in series with current source, it will be neglected. So our equation will be 6 plus 5.65 plus 2 into 6 divided by 5 plus 6 plus 5.65 plus 2. So I dash will be equal to 4.39 ampere. This current is going downwards in this branch, so I have given the direction as downward. Next, for case 2, S2 will be active, that is a voltage source, and S1, S3 will be inactive, so both branches are removed. Here again these three resistors will come in series and the series combination will come in parallel with 10 ohm. So simplified value will be 5.65 ohm and rearranged circuit will be like this. This calculation is same as that of previous case. So after this we can easily find out I double dash by applying Ohm's law. I double dash will be minus 10 divided by addition of all these resistors because they are in series, and you can see that current is flowing from negative to positive terminal. That's why I have written minus 10. So I double dash will be minus 0.54 ampere. The direction is downward, so I have shown it by downward arrow. After that we will see the case 3 where S3 will be active, that is 2 ampere current source, and S1, S2 will be inactive. This will be our circuit diagram. Here we will apply KVL to find I triple dash. The equation for I triple dash will be minus I1. As you can see, I1 is going in upward direction in this branch, whereas I triple dash is going downwards, so their directions are opposite. That's why I triple dash is minus I1. When we apply KVL to loop 1, our equation will be minus 23 I1 plus 10 I3, 0 I2 plus 10 I3 is equal to 0. For loop 2 and 3, again there is a common branch containing a current source. The source direction matches with the direction of I2. So equation of super mesh will be I2 minus I3 is equal to 2. And rearranged equation will be 0 I1 plus I2 minus I3 is equal to 2. After that we will apply KVL to super mesh by neglecting this branch. So we are going to apply KVL to this loop. So when we apply KVL to super mesh, our equation will be 10 I1 minus 6 I2 minus 17 I3 is equal to 0. After getting three equations, we'll solve them simultaneously to find the value of I1, I2 and I3. So I1 is minus 0.28, I2 is 1.36 and I3 is minus 0.64. I triple dash is minus of I1, so we'll take I triple dash as minus of minus 0.28, that is 0.28 ampere. After getting all current values, we will use superposition theorem principle to find current through 10 ohm. Current through 5 ohm, that is I dash plus I double dash plus I triple dash, that is 4.39 plus 0.54 plus 0.28. So final answer is 4.13 ampere. Let's see next example. In this example, we have to find current through 40 ohm. This is the circuit diagram. This is the branch through which we have to find out the current of 40 ohm. Current through 40 ohm. There are two sources, both are voltage source. So S1 will be 25 volt and S2 will be 10 volt. When we consider S1 active and S2 inactive, this will be our circuit diagram. As you can see, this short circuit branch is in parallel with resistor, so it will be redundant. So as short circuit parallel with 30 will give a short circuit, and the rearranged circuit will appear like this. There are 3 loops. As we want current through this branch, the equation for I dash will be I2 minus I3. So when we apply KVL to loop 1, our equation will be minus 20 I1 plus 20 I2 plus 0 I3 is equal to minus 25. When we apply KVL to loop 2, our equation will be 20 I1 minus 110 I2 plus 40 I3 is equal to 0. When we apply KVL to loop 3, our equation will be 0 I1 plus 40 I2 minus 50 I3 is equals to 0. After getting all the equations, we will solve them simultaneously, and the values of I1 are, value of I1 is 1.25 ampere, I2 is 0.32 ampere and I3 is 0.26 ampere. Our I dash is I2 minus I3, so I dash will be equal to 0.32 minus 0.26, that is 0.06 ampere. Again the direction is downwards, so it is shown by the downward arrow. Now we'll consider the second case where this source is inactive and this source will be active. The rearranged circuit diagram will appear like this. In this diagram, this 20 ohm is in parallel with short circuit, so this branch will be neglected. So a short circuit parallel 20 will give a short circuit, and the rearranged circuit will appear like this. Here we have 3 loops, but you can see that loop 2 and loop 3 contain a common branch containing only voltage source, so there is no need to calculate I3. We will simply apply KVL to loop 1 and loop 2 to find I1 and I2, because equation of I double dash will be I1 minus I2. So when we apply KVL to loop 1, our equation will be minus 90 I1 plus 40 I2 is equal to 0. When we apply KVL to loop 2, our equation will be 40 I1 minus 50 I2 is equal to minus 10. When we solve both the equations, the value of I1 is 0.14 ampere and I2 is 0.31 ampere. We have to find I double dash, which is I1 minus I2. So it will be 0.14 minus 0.31, that is minus 0.17 ampere. We are taking same downward direction for all cases, even if the answer is negative, so that superposition principle can be easily applied, which is I dash plus I double dash. I dash is 0.06 and I double dash is 0.17. So our answer will be minus 0.11 ampere. Let's see one more example related to superposition theorem to understand this concept properly. We have to find current through 10 ohm in this problem. This is the circuit diagram. There are 2 sources, one current source and one voltage source. So S1 is 10 ampere and S2 is 100 volt. S1 will be active and S2 will be inactive for case 1. So for that, this will be our circuit diagram. Here you can see 30 ohm and 20 ohm are in parallel, and we have to find current through 10 ohm. So we are going to neglect. So we are going to easily perform parallel combination equation. So Req will be equal to 20 parallel 30, that is 12 ohm. So rearranged circuit for this case will appear like this. Here we can apply current division rule to find I dash. I dash will be equal to, by current division rule, I dash will be equal to opposite branch resistor into total current divided by addition of all resistors. So I dash will be equal to 5 into 10 divided by 5 plus 10 plus 12. This value is 1.85 ampere. As you can see, this current is going from left to right and it will go downwards in this direction. So I have written downward arrow. After that, we will consider case 2 where S1 is inactive and S2 is active. That means this voltage source will be active and this current source will be inactive. In that case, this will be our circuit diagram. Then we will apply KVL to loop 1 and loop 2 to find I dash, I1 and I2. As you can see, I double dash will be I1. So when we apply KVL to loop 1, its equation will be minus 35 I1 plus 20 I2 is equal to 0. That is equation number 1. When we apply KVL to loop 2, our equation will be 20 I1 minus 50 I2 is equal to 100. When we solve both the equations, values of I1 and I2 will be minus 1.48 ampere and minus 2.59 ampere. But I double dash is I1, so I double dash will be minus 1.48 ampere. Now we will apply principle of superposition theorem. This current is going in clockwise direction, so I have written a downward direction. So I 10 ohm is I dash plus I double dash. I dash is 1.85 and I double dash is 1.48 minus 1.48. So answer is 0.37 ampere. I hope everyone understood this concept properly. If there is any doubt regarding this topic, you can ask me in the comment box. If you like this video, please like this, share this and subscribe my channel to see new videos.